So what are the key metrics that Pro Data Stack consider good data to improve, or to see that, okay, these are what we're looking at, these are the data we are trying to look to improve a player's contract? Or
Now, the value of the social followers depends on the club, the player and the agent. If you're negotiating for a sponsorship, a partnership, a commercial deal, then all of a sudden the social becomes way more important. But sometimes if you're negotiating with a club, and a club can choose between a number of players that could pretty much do the same thing on the field, they'll look to what else they can do off the field. So of course we've included social data there. So the principle is, instead of having to go to all the different social channels, you get it all in one place. But then some of the stuff that we've incorporated that isn't talked about is, so if somebody's being searched an awful lot, somebody's not being searched an awful lot, then that's a really good representation of how important they are in the world. What's their, not how important they are, but what's their level of influence, what's their level of relevance and impact. So we've included all sorts of data metrics around the world, how many people are thinking about your footballer at any one moment in time, as demonstrated through whether they're searching for them. And of course we can break that down into lots of other different sub areas. Google is an incredibly powerful search engine and generates an awful lot of information that we want to put into the hands of the agents really easily, particularly for when they're doing these brand deals and thinking about their clients' brand strategies. We've also got one called Digital Mentions, and it's the equivalent of corporate brand tracking. So if anybody in your audience has ever worked on the corporate side in marketing, they'll know that Coca-Cola, Virgin, British Airways, etc., they're looking at their brand tracking, how much are they being talked about around the world. So we've got the same principle in there. We want you to think about your players as a brand. And in the same way, McDonald's wants to know how many times is it being talked about? What's the brand impact? What's the brand measure? We're applying that principle to footballers as well.